I have no intro.
Okay.
Was I supposed to provide one?
I don't know.
I feel like we can't just jump into it. It feels so cold and flaccid.
Oh no, flaccid episode. Of all the episodes to be flaccid, it cannot be this one.
Okay, well, erect us, sorry. But no, we're here to watch River.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You should say your thing before I say my thing, because then
okay.
Druid and Rogue sounds weird now.
I guess, even though technically she's a fighter, I am River the Rogue today.
You're mixing it up. I don't know what to do. I'm like, what's the opposite of flaccid? I am your dripping.
Oh, God.
I gotta follow through. Druid Chow, and this is Rogue and Druid's Reacts.
Welcome to the party.
We are crawling into this segment.
We are. What's even worse is that actually reminded me of something that I saw.
It's on theme. She's watery.
This is actually kind of also on theme because it's absolutely ridiculous. Somebody tweeted out something that a friend of mine who posts ridiculous things posted on Facebook, and it was pre-cum is.
Oh no. Oh God.
This is not gonna. You're not gonna be ready for where this goes. Pre-cum is so cute in cottagecore.
Okay.
I told you were going to be prepared. There's it's just like a little dewdrop on a mushroom. Like, oh my God, you're so adorable. And I can't unsee it, so now you have to experience it also.
I hate this. I guess we can't have the perfect record of not mentioning pre-cum on our podcast. What have you done to us? I'm hitting play.
Please do.
Gosh darn it.
Hey, we're back on our quadrant.
Yeah. Did I have ideas? I'm so sure I did. It's been such a I have put so much love into this piece. Because it's your baby, but also it's my baby.
I gotcha.
But while we were recording, you had so many details about her tattoos, and I was like, but I also fucking love her coat. So how do I make both of them appear? So that was problem number one. And so I worked it out. I was like, all right, we're gonna do a little off the shoulder sexiness, right? And of course, problem number two, well, not a problem, but issue number 2 that had to be addressed was River is sexy. So we had to make that happen. So I was like, I gotta get a sexy pose in. And then I've had at least 3 people pose for this one try. First I had Kid posing for the actual pose. And then I had Angela like, hey, I need you to throw this coat on, but have it off your shoulders because I need reference. And then I was like, Sonny, you got hands. You're so good at hands. So you got 3 different girls into one. So I spent so long on just sketching because I really wanted to make the pose right. And I had this idea of well, what would cause River to be shirtless but also have her coat on? So the narrative that I've built for this piece is that she's about to get it on, but then the ship gets attacked. So she hastily puts the coat on and starts fighting.
I love that.
Thank you.
It is incredibly on brand.
I feel like it's a common occurrence on the High Wind, her ship. And so I really wanted to do a sexy assassin-y pose, because looking up reference pictures for sexy female crossbow people aiming, not that common.
It is a very distinct
yes
aesthetic.
So I was like, okay, I gotta get some freaking snipers in here. I looked up like Nina Williams from Tekken. Are you aware of Nina Williams? Okay. Just so much. And where are we now? I started putting in these local colors. I color picked off of Captain Amelia from Treasure Planet, which is why the coat is kind of purplish. Like, I know we always said it was blue in campaign. And when I got it from Captain Amelia, I was like, why is this not blue? It keeps coming up purple. It doesn't look purple to me. But it turns out it was.
That's crazy. Because, I think casually after one of our recording sessions, I walked out of your office where we record, and Sunny was watching Treasure Planet.
Oh, yeah, that was perfect.
Captain Amelia had popped up on screen, and I was like, you know what? I never, fully actualized in my mind the fact that, this was exactly what I pictured for River's outfit. But I, didn't put two and two together where I got it from. I just knew, I distinctly remembered, the blue and gold with the hat and, something just, really cool and powerful. And I kind of love the idea that, the reason she was so distinctly set on this, blue and gold with the hat aesthetic is because she herself had seen, Treasure Planet, the play.
That's fun.
And Captain Amelia was, of course, that chick. I want to be that
That's
chick.
A captain.
She's a captain.
That's how a captain dresses.
Like that. That's what captains wear.
So yeah, I took colors off her coat. There was one side view of her where I was just like, I'm going to straight up steal how this hat looks because tricorns, hard to draw. Also her pants and her boots. She has these up to mid-thigh boots.
Yeah, she does. Really nice boots.
She also had gloves, but I was like, I'm not going to put the fucking gloves on. This is, hands are already hard. But clothes on hands? Come on. And so I always pictured, when I had Kid pose this pose, she was having a hard time, and I was like, I know it's hard because you're supposed to be mid-slide back, so you are supposed to fall over, but I need you to hold still, bud.
I understand I'm asking you to still frame an action shot, but I need you to still frame.
But how hard could it be? Just sit still.
Just balance. I don't know what to tell you.
And then I know River's hair is a statement, so I had to get it right.
I was also going to say, I noticed these smaller details in the crossbow. Very, it gives me, a little bit of, a Hercules.
Thank you.
Aesthetic, that very Greek artwork that they do, which is perfect.
I feel like I've been blathering. Any reactions so far?
I'm just so, this is going to be the hardest thing for me to, just vocalize reaction to, because I'm just kind of it's my girl coming into actuality in this artwork.
Yeah, I was I peek behind the screen. I have been, pushing the envelope on these, due dates on these drawings. And, I had 2 weeks for this one, and I was like, I'm gonna get her done fucking ASAP. But, every time I made progress, I was like, I gotta get this detail in, and I remembered this part about her, and this, and this, and this. So, it was finishing touches 2 days before I actually finished it. Where I was like, okay, this should be good enough, but, I couldn't. It's the pressure.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad pressure, but it was I really want to get this right because this is a character beyond just this podcast. This is a character. You, me, Zav, Spidey DM, and Sunny, have grown to love over, the course of a year. So the pressure was on in the best possible way.
Yeah.
I had to look up Water Genasi hair. Because I really wanted the wave factor to come in. You said waves, and I was like, is it like she has curls, or is it floats? I'm just gonna wing it. So I wung it.
No, this is kind of so the funny thing is, I never really assessed exactly if her hair was straight or not, just because it's always in motion.
Yes.
So it was the biggest thing about her hair was it's always in motion.
Okay.
So I never, like, actualize anything beyond, you know when, like, somebody has, like, wavy or straight hair and they're actually in water, like, fully submerged in water, like those, like, freaking modeling pictures where it's just like, I could never tell because your hair's just floating all over the place. That is pretty much what I imagine, so.
Phew. Okay, you go. I feel like I'm just word vomiting.
No, it's okay. Honestly, like, I spend so much time talking, like, about these characters that it is just so nice to, like, hear your process and, like, where you go, like, with the characters that I'm just like, here, this is my, like, weird brainchild. Take this. And do a thing. Do an art thing that I can't do.
Oh, man. I just wanted to make her so sexy.
I love this. This is like, this is just so, I'm just gonna keep floundering over these words.
Get a sentence out, Oreo. I believe in you.
This is the perfect mix of badass and sexy.
Thank you.
Which is everything I've ever wanted for River. And I was like, I want her to be ridiculously sexy, but I also want her to be capable. Like, who doesn't want? As a woman myself, I would love to be both sexy and incredibly capable. So,
I will settle for being halfway to both.
Either of those things. No. Fantasy me way off in the distance, unattainably, is both badass and sexy.
Sexy and functional?
Like, yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Regular me is like, I will, at this point, take one or the other. Like,
when you emphasized or, I was like, is she gonna say orgy? One orgy?
Just one orgy.
That's it. Like, I'll settle for one. Like,
it's impressive. Your career goal was multiple, honestly. I imagine one is hard enough to get together.
But yeah, also style. I wanted to do this like lineless sort of art because like when I did the last few drawings have been the boys, so but namely with like Barry and Wash, I kind of had like this outline thing, and as much as they turned out, I wanted to try this thing that I've seen on like other art channels with the lineless. It kind of ended up being half that, half painted because I still don't know what I'm doing. So it was a lot of winging it. What's going on? I'm working on the skin now. There's a point where I start trying to work on the fabric, and then I was just so defeated that I moved on from the fabric. Because it's hard.
Yeah, no. I'm sure it is, and you did like a bunched up sexy jacket situation too. Which means there's just so much fabric rolls there.
But yeah, I really love how the hair turned out. I think I captured waves pretty well.
Yeah, no, the hair looks amazing.
I'm dancing. People can't see that, but I'm dancing. And then I was like, okay, fuck the fabric. I'm going to try to work on the background. I definitely wanted the full moon in there because shout out to Athena, the goddess. And then I was trying to do this like 1-point perspective thing where like all of the lines are pointing to her face because you want to direct the eye. It was like so much fancy shit going on in my head. And I really tried to make it work. But the thing with 1-point perspective is it works when you're looking way out into the horizon, like down a street or something. So I kind of fucked myself here because I wanted to do that thing, but then I also tried to make the ship itself follow all of those perspective lines. And I was like, why does this not look like how it should? Each time I tried it, and I tried it a few fucking times.
I did notice you found like a nice wood grain.
I did. Shout out to, I should really write down all the brushes I got off of Clip Studio. But shout out to Clip Studio Paint because they have so many free brushes, and I really love the program because it was really easy to pick up compared to like Photoshop and others.
Oh yeah.
I haven't given so many others a try because Clip Studio Paint, turns out, is the one for me.
Nice.
So I started getting frustrated with the perspectives on the background. So I was like, fuck it, let's go back to River and tackle some of this other shit. I left the tattoos for last because they had to sit on top of everything. So, and then luckily, with the way I have her, the right shoulder is pointed at us, which is the one with the compass and not the one with the octopus.
Yes.
Or else I would have flipped this whole image.
You're like, yes, no, I'm not doing
Nope, she's a lefty now. And then this is me. I was like, this is the home stretch. I got to get this thing. So I wrote down a list.
Hands, tats, coat, hat.
I was like, I got to do all this shit for the background. Oh,
you're tackling
I finally tackled I finally looked up better reference pictures, better tutorials. I started with that farther away sleeve. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, did this turn out? I could do this. And so I did.
You hit that point where you're like, oh shit, I got this.
Just copy and paste.
I will say, like, I could tell, so from the close-up teaser, I was like...
You see me crossing out the thing.
Yeah, things you've done. I got this. I saw, like, the bunch fabric, and I was like, if what might be going on here that I think is going on here, I am incredibly excited about it. A lot of this I was not prepared for, but the part about her being possibly topless and putting on the jacket, I did indeed guess. And I was like, oh, hell yes.
I had to get a titty in there. I'll tell you.
I mean, they're iconic.
But yeah, I really love the scene in my head. And she's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's so important for her to put the jacket on before she flies instead of like...
No, they have to see me in the jacket and the hat.
I am the captain.
Which is such River energy. Like she obviously just brought somebody back to the ship to show off and like was in the middle of about to get ready to go down and then all hell broke. I'm pretty sure there was in campaign a time where like she was about to get it on and all hell broke loose on the ship and she was like, I am not going out there butt naked. At least the jacket and the hat.
Maybe that's where it came from. So then I gave up on that whole fucking angle I was trying on the ship and I was like, fuck it, she's gonna be close to the rails. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And then I've been slowly getting less scared of like correction layers, which are just layers that you slap on top and then you can adjust the hue and saturation and like luminosity. So I dove in there and it worked out really well for me because I really wanted this to feel like nighttime.
Yeah.
So I thought that turned out. Oh God, that came so quick.
Yeah, I was going to say, you banged out this compass.
Dude, I've been drawing compasses on the side of my notebook since like middle school.
So I was like, you were like, compass eye, thank God, I could do this in my sleep.
Easy. But yeah, I was like, oh my God, it finally looks like a scene. I think I could turn this in and be good. And then I kept going.
And you're like, well, I gotta add this and this. And
exactly.
It's gotta look like she's being attacked.
Truly.
I love that energy. You're like, no, it has to be more dynamic.
Yes. That's how I felt. I was like, more. Because also, Spidey was in my head. He was like, oh, I really want to print Chimera and Jasmal and get them framed. And I was like, cool. That's great. Cool. I gotta make River print frameable.
If you don't tell me you want to frame her, I am disappointed.
But yeah, just laying down the shadows. And then this was the very last thing. Because I was like, oh, that first glowing bolt was so wimpy. It doesn't say enough about like how much of an arcane archer she is. Especially now at level 20.
So much glow.
Also, for this, I doubled the canvas size that I usually work with. Because when I was working on Jasmal and I really wanted to get the eyes right because she has like those pupillas. When I like zoomed in to work on them, they're very pixely, and I was like, why do I always put myself in this situation? So I was like, let's double the file size and like make River like the best thing I've ever made. But
it
ta-da.
Looks so good. I do see that even though you were like, I'm not doing this whole fucking octopus, I do see the tentacles peeking out.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. I can do tentacles.
You know it's there. I'm not drawing a whole fucking octopus.
You did say across the clavicle, so I really wanted the clavicle. And then I felt like the tummy was like a little bare.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, she would have did that too.
Oh, for sure. Especially after campaign. She's probably tatted to shit at this point.
But yeah, the hair was nice because then I didn't have to draw a nipple or like figure out how the mouth looks.
Uh-huh.
So that was convenient.
It's great. It's a tasteful mood. I love this so much.
Thank you.
Oh man, I can feel the energy of this. I do think this is honestly probably the best action shot I've ever seen you do.
Thank you.
And
so many poses.
I love this.
So many girls falling over
this
for
is
her.
amazing. I'm so in love. I'm just like, nobody can see me, but I'm just like star-eyed staring at this.
She's got her hand on her chin.
It's my girl.
Yeah.
Like, this is it. This is exactly it. I don't know that I could have, I'm not sure there's anything I pictured different about her.
For the tiniest split second, I was like, oh, maybe the rest of the party should do a cameo in the back. And I nixed that idea real quick.
You were thinking about killing yourself.
In another life where this is my full-time job, maybe. But even then,
I have to peel my eyes away from her for a hot minute to also just be very appreciative of this background.
Oh, thank you.
It's very good.
Yes.
I already mentioned the wood grain, very cool. Nice brush there. But also, you're getting so good at rope.
Oh, that's a brush.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm getting so good at finding rope brushes.
It's solid. Also just like the ocean at night, I do think your reflection is really, really well done. And the moon is just everything.
I love it. I love everything I'm hearing. This is why I do this.
I love everything about this.
Yeah. But now I feel like, oh shit, I'm at this level. I could probably draw everyone's character. I hope they don't.
I think months ago we did have a conversation where you were like, I always imagine I'm gonna like draw people things for Christmas.
Well, I tell myself that every year, and then every year it's like, shit, it's December 24th. Oops.
I bought a lot of presents. This is fine.
They can have my money, not my time.
I will also say, I'm literally looking at this and I'm thinking about how far you've come from where we started, and I'm like, I gotta get on my knitting again. One of us is improving, and it's not me.
I will take a tea dowel.
I just have to figure out how to make one.
just a coaster made of yarn. I'm nice, good.
Cute little coaster.
I'm sure you can do a coaster.
Oh no, that's everybody's first gift is either a scarf or a coaster, guys. We're not jumping into hats and mittens until I'm advanced.
But yeah, I did even though I'm kicking myself for waiting last minute, or not waiting, but not finishing this until last minute. Yeah, before we did this podcast, I don't know how long this would have taken me. Or if it even would have been, it probably would not have been this good. I was also thinking, and I was going to say, but then I got distracted looking at the picture again. Remy should be so much easier. Oh my god. Oh, my dude. I keep arguing with myself every time I have a thought about what the next drawing's going to look like, because it's yeah, that would look great, but practically, Shao? Practically? Do you have the time and the energy? Any final notes? No, I'm just, all you're going to get from me repeating is just I love it. Thank you. This is my girl. I should set you up with a rubric. So I feel like you're always I can't, I'm always just watching. But also, I'm still satisfied with it pretty. Yeah. So, you're good. A compliment is a compliment. I will take whatever you get. As long as it's positive. I'm gonna say, my final thought is, I'm
probably biased, but I do also want to say, I think in my most unbiased mind place, I do think this is some of the best drawing you've ever done.
Thank you.
I love this so much.
That's the goal. Like, every drawing, it should be the best. Because that means progress, right?
Yes.
Well, progress isn't linear. Maybe like every month,
Yeah.
I've done one that's like better than my worst.
Because the thing is, it's like, because you're trying so many different styles that you've never like attempted before, and this is something you kind of delve back into something you're a little bit more used to, but then also tried something new on top of it. Like, certain art is obviously not going to be as good as other ones because you're learning it for the first time and you're sussing your way through it. So, like, but I can tell you month to month, there's something that it's like, even when you're like, I kind of know what I'm doing, but I kind of don't. There's something there that I'm like, this is elevated from the last month.
Final note for me, I feel like with this, I'm getting closer to like what I actually like to make and like my own style and my own medium and techniques. And I really love when these like painty ones come out, how they come out. Final note. Thanks for doing this podcast with me. Look.
Yeah, I know.
Progress.
Right? Honestly, thank you for doing this. I know it was your idea, but like, thank you.
We love having shit to do. All right. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Any plugs?
Oh, man. I was... I watched the first episode of Bridgerton, so I'm going to plug Bridgerton. I will say... Oh, that's what I should have told you at the start of this. I watched the first episode, and literally that same night I messaged you, and I was like, how is it already the first episode, and Anthony all the way on every single nerve I got?
You know what? We just watched the second to last episode, and it's still pissing me off. But yeah, Bridgerton. Shit. You made me forget my plug. I'm so upset. Oh, my plug was going to be, what's it? Odyssey of Theros? Ghost of Saltmarsh. And then apparently, Spidey said, this is a bad plug because I have no idea what it is, but he said some 3D printing sculptor. Loot Studios came out with like pirates.
They came out with pirates, I think, last month. He's printing a ship right now.
I haven't seen the ship.
It is looking wild.
It's
I'm
fucking
super
massive.
excited about it. But, so, I think it was last month was the pirates, and then, actually, recently, I think he said they came out with, also kind of on brand, but not exactly the same thing, Romans?
Yeah.
Roman theme?
Yeah.
Close. Yeah. Roman
old
theme
Europeans.
It's like the Walmart Greek. You know what I mean? Like, actual Greek was like Target, and then the Romans were like, I like that, I'm taking it. But
you're insinuating like Jupiter and Diana and all them are like the great value of the Greek pantheon. Which is hilarious to me.
I mean, I said what I said.
That's what they get for converting all those old gods. Anyways, my plug was like, go pick up these things I didn't get a chance to because they didn't come out yet when I was running my campaign. If you would like to run your own ancient Greek / pirate campaign.
What a fun combination. We should have done that.
I didn't know it was going to be like that.
I
said it's going to be an archipelago and y'all ran away with it.
First of all,
I did give you a lot of sea, so.
You said there's going to be a lot of traveling on a ship, and you did not tell me pirates are off the table, so here we are.
They weren't.
In my defense, I didn't know everybody was going to become a pirate.
Also, my bad, I gave you a ship, so I did this.
I could have gone straight and narrow, but that river is not straight nor narrow, so here we are.
And that was River, you guys. But for real, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys like this piece. I am in love with this piece. I might fucking print it.
Oh,
even if Spidey doesn't.
I don't care how he feels. I want this piece.
Thank you. If you haven't already listened to River's episode on the main podcast feed, spoilers, first of all. Second of all, go back and listen to it. Apparently our intro is, like, right off the bat, fucking buck wild.
Very apt for the episode.
And then we do a deep dive into this level 1 through 20 campaign that we did. And this was Rogue's character for it. So check that out. Check out the whole main feed. Check out our Instagram at Rogue and Druid, where Oreo has in the past posted her original aesthetic.
I did.
Back in 18.
Oh yeah, it was a while
when
ago.
we were playing this campaign. And her renewed or updated aesthetic for River now. And she also does Sim Sundays. She recently posted actual pictures of her dog, which is, come on. Who's going to object to that? But yeah, give us a like, subscribe, a comment, tell your friends, please. We're only word of mouth. I feel like I've done it.
Yeah, that was smooth.
Have I covered the bases?
You have covered
Holy
the bases.
Shit. All right, now make a stumble out of here because I know we're going to fuck it up somehow.
Well, actually, I was going to say, well, with all that being said, as smoothly as you said it, nothing else to do except fuck Electrum.
Fuck pirates, you guys. In the best way. Go to your campaign. I don't care what campaign you're in. Go find a pirate and fuck it. I said it. Fuck them. Or all of them. Plural.
Yeah.
Go in.
Go have a pirate orgy.
Yeah, that's what D&D's all about. No, I'll do a real one though. Fuck Andy Warhol.
Yeah, for real.
I love how serious we are. Yeah, for real though. That fucking guy.
That guy who's done nothing personally to us. Oh, there we go. Stumbling towards the end. I am absolutely still your pirate captain, River the Rogue.
I am unapologetically your dripping druid chef.
Bye,
Bye, party.